There he is. All right.
Hello. What I need to talk about? I'm nervous.
So cute.
Yes. Really. I will try. Very bad map left, so sorry. Before. Yeah, I will try my best.
So not a big fan of the map?
Huh?
You're
not a big fan of map.
No?
Circle!
Alright.
Fighting! Foreigners.
Huddle up here. They're gonna try to organize the huddle.
Come here.
Dan, Karn. Trevor.
Alright.
White Trice playing.
This is gonna be a little bit bumpy.
Okay, on three. On three. Wait.
1, 2,
What?
1, 2, 3, Dima. Dima fighting.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Fighting!
Ow, my ears. Alright, with a battle cry like that, how can he not lose? Hey, there's John. Hi, John. You're on the stream. John's like, get me off camera as fast as possible. Alright, we might talk to John a little bit here, actually. What are we gonna do?
What are we doing? Oh, the game's starting.
Oh, looks like the game is starting soon. I'll talk to John later. Hopefully turn off that mic. There we go. Alright, great. Alright, Kelly, this is it. This is the ace match.
This is the ace match.
I think. Is it? What's the score now? 7-7. This is the ace match between none other than Dimaga and IMHappy. We're going to get the game going. The loading screen has commenced. He's very happy, but maybe not so happy. After fighting Dimaga, we're going to have to wait and see. Here we go. Here is MTW's Dimaga using a different account here. He doesn't have his own Korean account quite yet. So when you see check raise, think Dimaga. There he is, spawning as our Red Zerg player at the 3 o'clock position here on Terminus. His opponent, again, is going to be the Teal Terran. IMHappy from Incredible Miracle, spawning on the left side of the map at about the 9 o'clock position. So cross positions. So both players are going to have a lot of time to get their strategies going. This map is absolutely gigantic. I'm pretty sure that this is the biggest map in the GSL map pool right now. I don't think that Teldrim Altar is bigger, but I don't know. Which do you think is bigger? I think this one's biggest.
I think based on land mass, it would be Teldrim Altar because there is a lot of space in this map, like a lot of orbits. The thing about this map is it has 16 bases, no goal, just the same as Teldrim Altar, and the engine by itself is completely different from Teldrim Altar.
Yeah, the layout really makes players have to play it completely differently than they would on a map like Teldrim. On this map, you can take 3 bases really quickly. We've got the main, of course. We've got the natural, which is fairly well protected. It does have the, actually, where are the destructible rocks? There. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm missing where they are.
There's no rocks, I think.
Aren't. Oh, no rocks on this version.
There's no rocks in this map at all.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a different version. Maybe I'm thinking of a different map. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, you've got 3 bases you can take pretty quickly. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, basically, I think that Dimaga is going to show us his amazing Infestus play if he does manage to survive through them, because it looks like Happy wants to cheese his way to a win, which is opening up with an aggression, and most important thing is Dimaga denies that first bunker. Well, the moment he comes in with his drones and he scouts that there's 2 barracks, he's going to pull his drones out and prevent any bunker from going up for sure.
Yeah, I really actually like what IMHappy is doing, kind of building those barracks a little bit farther forward, getting his wall started and able to put the aggression on. It's a long way for those Marines to walk, so Dimaga's got plenty of time to prepare for this, so it should be fine.
Well, at the same time, you know, even if he doesn't get a bunker up, Happy can just expand very safely because he has that 2 Rexes up front. He just needs to put down 1 more, and that would seal the front of his base, and he'll be safe for a while for him to macro up and just get basically whatever unit composition he wants.
Now keep in mind that Happy, until right now, as this SCV comes in, didn't actually know where Dimaga was. So that did kind of cause some of the Marines to take a little bit longer to get here, but here comes Dimaga with all his drones. He's going to need them all to defend against this. Dimaga needs to be very, very careful moving that Overlord back so he doesn't lose it. It's essential right now that he keeps every Overlord.
Well, the moment he has
Zerglings.
well, the moment he has Zerglings up, it is going to be very hard for the Terran player to actually put down that bunker because he already has defense up. And at the same time, you know, Dimaga doesn't even have to do anything. He can just put like what, 2 spine crawlers up, and if Happy wants to waste his money just putting down those bunkers and trying to contain him, he can just get another expansion easily. Getting very early, yeah, I mean, I think he would actually show us his Infestors plays this round because he's been saying how strong Infestors are against Terran.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised that Happy is pushing with this as much as he is. Normally, I think he would pull back, especially on a big map like this. Always trying to get that Overlord. Doesn't quite do it. Dimaga moving in, taking a couple hits against those Marines. IMHappy does still have a pretty decent force. Dimaga may need to pull drones to defend against this. If Happy gets too aggressive, he is streaming more Marines across the map right now. Happy trying to be as annoying as possible. Dimaga trying to get this round. I don't know if he has enough links. Here comes more lings in here, and Dimaga suddenly does have enough links. The Queen will help as well, and Happy is going to have to pull back. Oh, actually...
Well, that thing is Dimaga played way too defensive. He did not put... He actually did not put any spine crawlers up.
Didn't pull the drones.
And he didn't put spine crawlers up, even though he knew there was so much army outside his base.
Yeah, well, I really thought he was going to have enough with those Zerglings. I was unfortunately wrong. Should have pulled the drones a little bit earlier. And now he's going to lose his hatchery. It's hard to watch. Trying to reinforce with just Zerglings again, but it's not really going to be enough. He's going to need drones as well. I'm really surprised he's not involving the drones in this, actually. Now the Zerglings are just getting in there and dying. Not really the ace match I was kind of thinking of. This Queen's going to go down. The second Queen getting so low on life, down to 18 hit points. Oh, losing an Overlord too! A complete disaster right now for Dimaga.
I think this is... I think this is GG on his part. Like I said earlier, he knew that there was so many Marines outside his base. There's no excuse for not putting out spine crawlers at all.
You know, Dimaga, wow, is kind of holding this off. The hatchery is so low right now, but that's going to be enough lings. That's going to be enough lings to push back Happy. It should be anyway. Please be enough lings. There it is. Okay, it's plenty of lings. And Dimaga, how did he hold that off? That was amazing.
Well, basically, I think that was bad on IMHappy part. He didn't micro well enough, and he allowed Dimaga to get a surround on him, which is amazing because he could have won that game. Economy-wise, though, you know, Dimaga is very, very behind, and IMHappy is very ahead of him at the moment.
Yeah, Dimaga had to spend so much on Zerglings. He's going to try to take down this barracks, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it. He's going to lose a lot of links. There's Sir Perry. Should pull back right now. Oh, he actually does get through. Was that actually... No, Dimaga does get through. He's going to be able to at least do a little bit of scouting. That's good. Sees the 2 factories. Actually sees 3 factories, so he knows he can expect kind of some heavy mech play a little bit later in the game. Speed does finish now for Dimaga, killing a couple SCVs even. And the income tab still in favor of Happy, but Dimaga able to get it within 1 now. 33 to 29, Dimaga catching up in the worker count.
The good thing is he actually spotted what IMHappy is doing, so he's getting Roach Warren to counter the Blue Flame Hellions later on.
Yeah, actually, that information is really, really huge that Dimaga was able to see this. His hatchery is still, very, very low on life. But over time, it will kind of regenerate. But Dimaga, despite being behind, is now starting to catch up. He's going to probably want to take as quick of a third as he can safely take. But then again, the Hellions are going to cause a bit of a problem. So Dimaga definitely not out of the woods, but somehow able to hold that off.
Well, I think, what do you think of the situation right now? I mean, Dimaga is pretty behind on economy, and IMHappy is going to move out with a force that looks pretty strong, and Dimaga once again still, does not have enough spine crawlers, which I guess he should have by this point of time. One is definitely not enough. Unless he can get enough roaches out on time, it is going to be very hard for him to defend this push. He's getting a Spire though. I thought he would have been getting Infestors instead.
Well, Jinro, I know he is, well, not Jinro, we're talking about Dimaga. Dimaga, I know he has been playing around with Infestors a lot on the ladder, but I think he feels a little bit more comfortable yet with Mutas. He does have a good amount of roaches as well for those Hellions, but he needs to not overproduce those. Here comes another attack from Happy. This could be pretty tough to deal with, as the Lings are going to be roasted almost instantly by the Hellions, but Dimaga does appear to have enough roaches. All the Marines are taken out. Now it is just basically Hellions. Happy does need to pull back again. But Dimaga still under a lot of pressure in a terrible situation. It's going to be pretty tough, I think, for him to come back in this game, but he's doing a good job of holding out for now at least. Happy does take his third base as well.
Absolutely. But, by right, like as a Zerg player, you should already have a second expansion faster than the Terran player. But it's just that Happy have come in with like 2 waves of timing aggression. And Dimaga is going to try to counter push right now. He's going to see all these Hellions in the middle of the map. And he has to be careful because Happy can slip past him, go into the base of Dimaga, and, do damage to his economy. But at the moment, it seems like Dimaga might be pretty stable for a while, so he should really try to catch back out on drones.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised that Happy didn't try to do a run-by with those Hellions. He kind of had the opening there. Oh no, he is actually doing it. Trying to run around, but taking the long way. There's a spine crawler, and the Mutas are out now for Dimaga, so suddenly he's a lot more safe from those Hellions than he was before. In the meantime, Dimaga moving in at the main, and there are some tanks there, so Dimaga's going to have to pull back. Those roaches taking quite a bit of damage. But he does have a couple Mutalisks out right now.
The good thing is he actually doesn't have an engineering bay up yet, right? So there's not going to be any missile turrets to stand in the way of this Mutalisk. So as long as he exploits the mobility of his Mutas, he would be able to do damage to Happy's economy. So he should try to go for the mineral line right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Jinro actually... Why do I keep saying Jinro? Dimaga actually doing a good job taking out those Hellions as well. Dimaga does get his third base up at the same time. But happily tanked at his main. Not really tanked, I guess that's not the right term. Turtled would probably be a little bit better. Tank sounds like he's been drinking a little bit too much tonight. Obviously not the case. There's a Thor out right now, and those Hellions, those Mutas need to make run. Kelly, I'm actually apparently getting really tired. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay, but obviously after casting 2 hours worth of epic games of General, I mean, you would be tired.
That's true, that was like 2 hours of Jinro alone, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome though.
Run for it. It was.
Dimaga needs to change his strat because I don't think Mutas would be good against any of Happy's army right now, unless he gets like an insane amount of Mutas balls. And there we go. We do see that there's an infestation pit going down. I really hope you guys get to see Dimaga's Infestors because they're amazing. Yeah,
it's actually extremely entertaining. Anyone who saw the World Championship team matches remembers Dimaga's pretty epic game against, who was it? MVP, yeah, on Tal'Darim Altar. Lots of Infestors, Ultras, Banelings, mind control on siege tanks. It was a beautiful thing. So we could see something similar here today. That'd be pretty cool. And Dimaga not letting those turrets get up either. Nice job kind of slowing that down a little bit before the Thors chase him away again. A lot of Thors are out right now for Happy.
I mean, Thors are so slow, so they take really long to go to wherever. So a lot of Zergs like to go for counter-attack instead of actually fighting the army that is, almost impossible to fight if you have the same amount of foot count as them. Mech army for Terran is so strong, coupled now with Marines, Dimaga needs like a lot to try to save this. He wants to catch them before they are sieged, though.
Here we go. Here comes the tanks. The siege does go down. Dimaga does not have anywhere near what he needs to take this out, unfortunately. And Dimaga's gonna need to make a run for it, but I think he's gonna have a very hard time defending out this. Morphing a ton of Banelings in back at the natural, but it's gonna be pretty tough. Bring in a lot of Banelings right now, a lot more Zerglings. Is it going to be in time? We're about to find out.
Here comes the Banelings. He does manage to catch a lot of the siege tanks before it was siege, and he gets, he brings his roaches up front, but they're still, 4 Taurs out on the field. Don't think he can actually defend this unless he gets enough units out in time. Haven't really seen his infestors yet, and he has a good amount of money that he can use to repop himself.
Oh, the mules.
Oh, the mules.
They're not for repairing. Maybe a little bit for repairing. But overall, I think we're probably going to see a GG from Dimaga fairly soon, despite holding off that early aggression. Looks like IMHappy has enough.
I mean, I kind of hope he can hold this. It's just that IMHappy got so far ahead in economy by expanding first, when Dimaga should have expanded. And I think, he didn't really do that well defending against that aggression earlier from Happy, the Marine aggression.
Unfortunately, that is true. At least he's getting the siege tanks to fire on the Thors with those Zerglings. That does help a little bit. But there's a GG. So, it looks like Dimaga taken out by IMHappy. And that's going to give Incredible Miracle the win. Congratulations to Incredible Miracle, going 8-7. So close, the World All-Stars could taste it, but just not able to get the win. Unfortunately, that game, but wow, what an epic show match that was, Kelly.
I know, exactly. I mean, it's okay, Doa. We did really well.
Yeah. Well, hoping for a win. Didn't quite happen this time, but huge congratulations to Incredible Miracle. They showed us a lot of great games. If you remember back to Younghwa getting those 3 wins back earlier in this event, that was huge. That was really the turning point for Incredible Miracle to come back and be able to get the confidence really to come back and win this. But even though it was still pretty close, now don't forget we're going to have another Clash of the Houses coming up on Sunday. It's going to be an in-house clash between the members of StarTale. Don't forget we're going to have great players like July, Ace, Squirtle, and Virus. Don't miss that. It's going to be 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, a huge thanks to CyberSportsNetwork for putting on this awesome event. Thanks again to Justin TV and GomTV.net as well for helping make this possible. Again, make sure you check out CyberSportsNetwork. They're a new group coming out, a lot of great esports content. Check them out on YouTube at CyberSportsNetwork. Check them out on Twitter at CyberSportsNet, Torch Gaming, and Seltzer, please. And on Facebook, check them out at CyberSportsNetwork. And again, there's my info, youtube.com/DOA StarCraft and Twitter/DOA_SC. And don't forget, of course, Kelly, my intrepid co-caster. Follow her on Justin TV, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, all at Kelly Milkies. That's way easier to find your stuff than my stuff, Kelly.
I know, you should